Hello, hello. Two things I'd like to talk about today. They are homeostasis and surrender. Homeostasis and surrender. They are two things, two ideas that I've read about in the book Mastery by George Leonard, which I just finished reading. And the first thing is to surrender. That is to say, George Leonard speaks about surrender in the sense that whenever you're embarking on a new skill, whenever you're taking on a new challenge, something you want to master, you need a teacher of some sort. You need a guide along the way, and you need to surrender to that. You need because a lot of us come with preconditioned judgments. So we need to forego all that and just trust that our teacher, whether it be a person or a book, has is the truth, has the teaching that we need to put us on the path to mastery. Trust. Of course, you have to know enough about this teacher beforehand before selecting this teacher as being your teacher. Have some sort of credibility. This teacher should have some sort of credibility. A book is the same way. A lot of other people might have read it and there is some review on it, and so read the review, see what others have to say about it, and if there are a lot of people who have read this book who agree, who has and they all have the same opinion on this person and is positive, then trust in that. Trust and give up all the predisposed, preconditioned judgments that you may have about something and go with it. That allows you to stick with it. If you believe in something, if you trust something will get you somewhere, right? You'll stay on that. If you're on a train and you believe that's gonna get you there, you're gonna get there. If somebody's giving you direction, points you somewhere, and you believe that person's telling the truth, you will follow through until you get to where you want to go. And also, you have to trust in, and you have to surrender to the discipline. So if you're trying to learn a new skill, you have to trust, you have to believe, trust that you could gain mastery in this skill, that it has something very valuable to offer you in other areas of your life as well. So surrender to it. Number two is homeostasis. George Leonard speaks about homeostasis in that, saying that like our body temperature, we will fall off our course at some point, consciously or unconsciously. Most likely is unconsciously, right? Something will happen that will throw us off that course, right? However, and it will happen because our body likes stability. Our body likes to maintain, it resists this change, whether it's for good or for bad. It resists extreme changes. So in order to gain mastery, it's about reforming yourself, your mentality, mentally and physically. Sometimes more physically if your mastery is to gain, if your goal is to gain mastery in a physical, in a sport. It may be a path to gain emotional mastery or mental mastery. And of course, one is more, they're different, but your body, and you have to make extreme changes in attaining mastery, and your body will resist that change and it'll throw you off course, kind of like thermostats, automated thermostat in the house. You put it on to one temperature and you open the window, it gets cold, the temperature will kick in to stabilize the room so that the temperature, the set temperature, will be regained. Or if it's too hot, it will turn on the AC to maintain that optimum temperature, right? So that's what the body tries to do to you. The body tries to maintain stability. It resists change. However, you have to push through that. You have to push through. Not too hard, because if you push too hard, you'll break, but incrementally. Make slow and steady progress. That is the true path to mastery. So sometimes you have to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself and do something that you haven't done before, right? But at the same time, you're doing that slow, incremental change in yourself, in your mentality, physicality, and emotion to gain that mastery. So again, surrender to the guide and surrender to the path, and understand homeostasis, that your body will resist change and it will try to throw you off the course. And you have to understand that. Once you're aware of that, understand it, and then put yourself back on course.